This is Sturminster Newton Mill, 350 years old and still in full working order. I'm here today as this stunning property has been opened up as part of Dorset Architectural Heritage Week. This annual event aims to make Dorset's architectural heritage more accessible to visitors, increasing their knowledge and understanding of local history. Not only are properties free to visit, many open their doors exclusively to the public for this special event. Heritage Week is a pan-European event which has been held in Dorset since 1994. Its main organiser is East Dorset Heritage Trust, an environmental educational charity which conserves and promotes local heritage. The Trust's director described the philosophy behind the event.
It's simply to get people to get to know their local environment, the buildings which make up their area, the buildings which make up the county, most of whom are not open during the period. They are special buildings which either are closed because of maintenance or they're closed because they're used for other purposes. They're not available generally to the public.
At Sturminster Newton Mill, I had the chance to see firsthand how a miller would have produced flour from grain many centuries ago. It's rare for a mill of this age to be fully working, so it offers a real treat for those fascinated by the lives of our ancestors.
As far as we're concerned, it's a way of being able to get more people aware of the mill and, of course, of Dorset's architectural heritage in general. But we find that people come back here after the Heritage Week and are very happy then to pay and have a guided tour of the place, having whetted their appetite.
One of the best received properties of 2008 was a listed 16th century Huntsman Lodge in Gillingham, which has been converted into a unique family home. Its owners took visitors on a guided tour of the property, telling the fascinating story behind its renovation. After they'd gone home, I gained more of an insight into the work undertaken.
The building company took about 7 months to make the roof structure safe and repair it. And then after that they could start on the internal work. And another company was working at the same time to convert the barn. And then another sort of year later the two were linked together.
Alan Wilson believes Hawker's Farm typifies what Heritage Week is all about.
They decided, well, let other people come and have a look as well. And so they provided tea, they provided little cakes, they got friends in, they did a little collection for a charity that they were particularly involved in, and they had a lovely week.
Adding a cultural essence to Heritage Week were the many museums and art galleries featured. Most notable were Bournemouth Museum and Art Gallery The Russell Coates and the Study Gallery in Poole. Cube-shaped, the building provides an ideal exhibition space.
The building opened in November 1999. It was designed by architect Richard Horden, and it was built obviously to display art and have a lot of daylight, so hence the use of glass and steel throughout the building. The building's dissected into 2 triangles. We have this huge atrium that you can hang or suspend quite large artworks in, and then we have 3 quite different types of floors where they're much more intimate, where you can display artwork as well.
Work on show changes every 2 months to span the whole spectrum of art and design.
So we might have an architecture exhibition. For example, we've had Richard Horden and his students from Munich having an exhibition here about their space design. We might have a painter, photographer, sculptor, lots of different aspects of art and design.
Showcasing Heritage Week's aim of making local heritage more accessible was the unique chance for elderly and disabled visitors to tour Maiden Castle by tractor and trailer.
I think all of them enjoyed it. On the tractor, a lovely guy and a super driver as well, and he stopped at all the main items that were on display, because there's always a board, and we were all given an illustrated brochure as well.
ICM Chairman Dr Alistair Somerville Ford has sponsored Dorset Architectural Heritage Week for 5 years. Thanks to his generous support, East Dorset Heritage Trust has been able to fund an exciting project for young people.
He made a huge contribution a few years ago. That enabled us to build up a little reserve which enables us now to look at a project that helps young people who are studying the area, or not so young people who actually want to study the area, have a resource which they can tap into, and that will enable them to look at material, look at sites in the county for study purposes that otherwise that particular resource doesn't exist.
What's clear is that Heritage Week is a truly wonderful event, integral to keeping architectural history alive and accessible to visitors. Dr. Somerville Ford has pledged his support once again for 2009, ensuring history lovers will continue to see Dorset's amazing architecture.